Hey everyone, my name is Mel, and this is the start of my new channel. I'm here to talk about rheumatoid arthritis, and that's pretty much what my vlog is going to be about. I've been living with rheumatoid arthritis for pretty much the last 29 years, and I do a lot of research on the internet and YouTube, etc., and there's not really a lot out there about rheumatoid arthritis and what it's like to live day to day with it. So I just thought that I would start a channel to help inform people and let them know that it is possible to live with it, and to try to be more of a positive impact for people than anything. And so yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started. First of all, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, well, juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, when I was a year and a half old. And the way I was diagnosed was I was, like I said, about a year and a half old, and I wasn't walking when a normal child should be walking. So my parents took me to the doctor, and the doctor pretty much told them that I was just lazy and that I would walk when I wanted to. And for a parent, that's not something you want to hear, and that answer just did not suffice them. So fast forward to about a few weeks later, I want to say, I was really irritable, was running a fever, didn't want to be touched or held or anything. So my mom had called a new doctor. I was taken to a hospital about 45 minutes away from me and admitted. And by the end of the weekend, they had a diagnosis that I had RA, well, juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. I have it in all my joints, and like I said, I've been living with it since I was a year and a half old. When I was 5, I started seeing a children's hospital, a doctor at a children's hospital about 2 hours away from me that specializes in JRA, a rheumatologist, and I saw him until I was about 18. And since then, I have been on pretty much, I've been on a lot of RA meds since then, from methotrexate to Celebrex to steroids, you name it. When I was like 12, I want to say, I had started Enbrel, and Enbrel worked awesome for me for a long time until I was 26, I want to say, not too long ago. And the Enbrel stopped working, so I was switched to Humira, and Humira did not work for me at all. So I went back to the Enbrel, which it worked for a little bit because it was out of my body, and then once it came back, it just stopped working again. So from Humira, I went to Cimzia, which is another injection, and the Cimzia worked for about a year again, and which was really a disappointment because I was excited and I really didn't have a lot of side effects on it. With the Enbrel, I got a lot of like upper respiratory infections, colds, etc. With the Cimzia, I think it was the same, maybe a little bit less. I don't remember getting that sick on it. And with the Humira, I just did nothing because it didn't work. As far as that goes, I am currently on the IV infusion Actemra, and I'm so happy to say that Actemra right now is working awesome for me, and I've been on that for a year, so I'm hoping, praying that it doesn't stop working soon, because this September would be a year. I have very little side effects on the Actemra. I have to say though, it's probably the best I've felt on an injectable or an IV infusion. Okay, so I'm going to talk about surgeries too. When I was in junior high, I had my left ankle fused. About 4 years ago, I had my left knee done. And a year ago, I had my right meniscus fixed. Okay, so like I said, I was diagnosed at about a year and a half old, and Oh my goodness, nobody wants to hear that for their child. I was told that I would be in a wheelchair by the time I was 12. Yeah, that's nothing anybody wants to hear, but I'm very proud to say that I walk, I can run, kind of, and that I live a pretty much normal life. I do work. I do live independently, and like I said, RA is just, it's not a death sentence. It's nothing anybody wants to hear, but it is livable. And it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort, but it is something you can do. Also, it depends on how aggressive it is, how far it's progressed, what treatments you have done. I don't want to say I was lucky, but upon early diagnosis, there are medications you can get that do prevent the progression of RA, and I know they're coming out with new medication all the time. So the reason for my channel is to spread positivity, be kind of motivational for people with rheumatoid arthritis or other kinds of arthritis. I know there's different types out there. But the bottom line is it's not a death sentence at all. It sucks and it's really hard, and day-to-day life isn't a walk in the park, but it is livable, and it's all about attitude and the people you have surrounding you, and of course your doctor and medications and all that. What I want to get from my channel, like I said, is if this channel can help one person that's suffering with RA, then it's worth it to me. I like to think of myself as a outgoing person. I like to joke around a lot. Anything to bring something positive to somebody, because like I said, this is a hard disease to live with, but it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of other worse diseases out there. Not saying that people do not suffer from this, because I totally understand you. I've wanted to start a channel for a while, like I said. I have a lot of awesome ideas for future videos. Okay, I want to state to everybody that does watch my channel for future videos, or even this video, I'm not a doctor. I don't try to be a doctor, and any advice I give is from my own opinion or what I've learned. It might not work for everybody, so just laying that out there. Another thing is, these videos in any way are not to gain sympathy from anybody. Like I said, they're just meant to help. Yes, I may vent from time to time, but that's not what my channel's about. I want it to be a positive. If you guys like this video and you want to see more by me, leave me comments, questions, try to keep the comments positive. But yeah, I'll do my best to respond, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.